What is up, guys? Welcome to Dive In Garage. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the proven methods to measure oil clearance so that way you know it's right and you don't blow your engine up right when you start it. Let's dive in. So we were working on the $500 budget build challenge engine, and it's going pretty well. We got the crank in last episode, and today we're going to be working on the rods and pistons. And I wanted to bring you along and show you one so that way you know what to do when it comes time to assemble your engine. So over here, I have a piston and rod assembled. Don't worry, it's still dirty, I know. I just wanted to show you one before I really got to work. So what you have to do is you get your new bearings and you get your cap, torque it down to spec. In this case, it's 35 foot-pounds. And I'll show you where to get your specs reliably in just a second here. And you get your dial bore gauge, you get that set up. But the key here is to get your micrometer. So bring that over to your engine and mic your rod journal right here. So you get that on there, make sure it's the right size, get it on there nice and snug. Catch your measurement. If you don't know how to, let me try to do this with one hand. If you know how to do this, you get it on there. It's really a two-handed job. And what you do is you turn this until you hear that. You hear that? You should stop when you do that, and then you can lock it down and bring it out. Now I've already done that, and I have my dial bore gauge set up. And so what this is going to do is this is going to read that distance. So in this case, because we set that mic up that way, our needle is not going to hit the zero. It's going to come around and it's going to hang out somewhere on this side. And that's going to be our oil clearance, because this measurement here should be bigger. It can't be smaller, that'd be impossible, but it should be bigger because that's your oil clearance right there. So let me see if I can sneak this in there with one hand. There we go. I'm going to measure straight up and down at first. There we go. Now on this micrometer, or I'm sorry, on this bore gauge here, each tick is half a thou. So if I can get this, we want to find the spot where it kind of hovers. Right there. You see how it hovers right there? So if each tick is half a thou, that is 1.25 thou of clearance. Now that doesn't sound like a lot, does it? That sounds like a scary amount. Well, let's come over here to our book, because what this is a C10 repair manual for a 1967 to 1987. And that's great because that means you get data for all of these different engines, because that engine came in these trucks. So what we're looking at here is our, let me get you, rod bearing oil clearance. We're working on a 283. So bring that over. So we're looking at just over 1/2 thou to just under 3 thou of clearance. So if we have 1.5 thou, we're right in there. Perfect. Now, of course, you can't just do one and be done. The right way is to do all 8. And really, you want to do all that because you want to make sure that your clearances are consistent. Because if they're not, this is the time to combat that. If you got to use maybe a mix match set, as long as they're the same materials, to get the clearance that you need, this is the time to do it. Not later, not lying on your back under the engine to try and fix that thing. This is the time. Now that we know this is good, our new bearings are the right size, this is all good to go. Now what I'm going to do is tear this down, clean it real good, and then we can start installing it. And I check it while it's dirty still, because if this needs some sort of machining, it's going to get dirty anyway. If it needs anything, it's going to get wrecked. So I just measure it while it's dirty, because this surface here is clean. So what that looks like doesn't matter. So when you're cleaning these up, get the faces real good too. Get this carbon off of there. We don't want that. That's going to mess up our new engine. And yes, there's some wear on the skirts. But remember, guys, this is for a $500 budget build challenge. We're trying to see if we can rebuild an engine, go to an event, rip, and make a good, reliable engine for under 500 bucks. So that is what you need to know when you're measuring oil clearance. But what is it that you don't know? Let me know down in the comments. I got a ton of videos planned for this build, but let's make sure I'm covering the things that you actually have questions about. So let me know down in the comments below. If you liked the video, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and get out there, dive in your next project. Catch you next time.